My name is Dildar. What I'm going to make is Indian style okra. We call it Bhindi or cut Bhindi. Direct translation is okra. And one of the things that you have to do, if you're going to fry it, you have to dry it appropriately. I usually wash it and leave it out on a towel or something overnight so it's completely dry. And even when you cut it, make sure the knife is not wet. Make sure wherever you're cutting it is not wet. If you have any moisture on the okra, it'll start to, my mom calls it lace in Punjabi, but what happens is it starts to get really stringy, and it's just not as, and it gets very soggy really quickly, ironically. If you do dry it properly, when you try this, it'll be really crunchy yet cooked, and that's the kind of texture you're going for. So this is cumin seed. So what we're going to do is just put that in, a little sprinkling with a little bit of canola oil, and the cumin seed will start to sputter, and that's when you know it's properly cooked. I've cut up these onions in this lengthwise manner instead of finely julienned, because when you have it with the bhindi, the flavor of the onions is what really comes forth, and then that you get to enjoy. So as soon as this the cumin seed starts to sputter, we'll just throw the onions in there. The cumin's starting to sputter. Yeah, so that's pretty much done. Now we're just going to add in the onions. These onions will take about 5 to 10 minutes to cook. You just want to lower the temperature to about medium. You'll want to crush all these onions through and have these little strands, because all of that flavor of the onions will come through in the dish. Whenever I was cooking with my mom, I would do all the prep work. Cooking with my mom really, made me appreciate the amount of effort that went into it too. And then I could see all the fresh ingredients that we would put in. And lately, over the years, as I've become more interested in cooking, it's also given me an opportunity to bond with my mom again. So I'll regularly call her just to get her pointers. Alright. So a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of haldi, a half a teaspoon of coriander, then about a half teaspoon of the chili pepper. We'll throw in the okra. And we're pretty much done. Just have to mix this up. See that stringiness right there? But that'll go away as soon as we cook it more. If it was still moist, there would be a considerable amount more. And we're just going to cover it and let it cook by itself. And I like to leave it a little bit ajar, so let some of the steam come out, but holding a little bit of it in there. So this is nearly done. So you want to get this right before it turns really mushy. That's good. Okay. And just to top it off, and usually garam masala is one that you add at the end. So we're going to do about a half teaspoon of garam masala throughout this whole thing. I'm just going to squeeze in 1 lime. Yeah, see that brown part right there? That's just all spices and onion. That'll taste amazing. Alright, that's ready to go. That's Bhindi in about 20 minutes. That's good.